Welcome to the fourth game of the inaugural Coach Gary Porter Showcase here at Modesto Christian. We have Capital Christian taking on Bishop O'Dowd. It'll be the second game for both of these teams this season, and the second time actually these teams have played in less than a calendar year. Hello everybody, I'm Chris Babcock, and you are watching the Coach Gary Porter Showcase on NorCal Sports TV. These two teams played on January 16th last season, with Capital Christian beating the Dragons 98-81. It's a new season and new rosters for both squads. Bishop O'Dowd is coached by Lou Ritchie. He's in his sixth season. He has led the Dragons to 3 North Coast section titles, a Northern California championship, and a state title in 2015. There were 2 freshmen on that state title team that are now seniors, number 2 Elijah Hardy and number 5 Nassim Gaskin. Possibly the first Bay Area school to send both their guards to Pac-12 schools. Hardy committed to Washington and Gaskin did Utah. They beat Fairfax 58-56 at the NorCal Tip-Off Classic. Capital Christian is led by first-year head coach McCall Woolman. Woolman spent the last 3 seasons as an assistant for Bob Hurley Sr. and now closed St. Anthony High School in New Jersey. Woolman replaces Devin Jones, who won 4 straight Sac Joaquin section titles. Coach Woolman returns to California, where he prepped at Loma High School in San Diego. The Cougars are led by number 2, Zachary Chappelle, who averaged nearly 15 points a game as a junior. He had 24 points in Capital Christian's 84-63 loss to Rancho Christian at the NorCal tip-off last Saturday. Some keys for the game for Lou Ritchie. Good shot selection. They need to share the ball and work to get a better shot, work to get a great shot. Keep those turnovers down. Coach Ritchie says we need to value the basketball. Our talent and schedule the Dragons are playing against, they can't afford to turn the ball over. And tremendous ball pressure. Defensive-oriented team that can award the offense by forcing turnovers. The key to the season is deliver die by rebounding for Coach Ritchie. And we're going to go to our public address announcer, Cameron Brown, with tonight's starting lineups. Well, those are the starting lineups. Capital Christian lost their opener against Rancho Christian at the NorCal tip-off last Saturday, 84-63. Keys for them, according to Coach Woolman, stopping ball penetration. The two Pac-12 commit guards, Harding, Gaskin, can get to the basket to score and distribute. Everyone is a rebounder. They need to block out with space and get rebounds. Rancho Christian had 22 second chance points in their opener. And sharing is caring. Make the defense work. Capital Christian is a dangerous team when everyone is touching the basketball. Alongside is longtime junior college coach Denny Aye. And Coach, we've got two very talented teams here tonight. Some thoughts on Bishop O'Dowd?
Well, obviously they've got a rich tradition in basketball. Their big man's not playing this first semester, so we'll see how they play. This place you're playing looks like probably 5 guards and our forwards, so I'm sure they're going to count on their quickness and athleticism and dribble penetration. We should be able to find out early in this first quarter what it's about.
Down in the corner, Will Chabran, who is just, come on, Coach. He maybe gotten a little bit of a, trying to do too much this year or last year, and Coach Ritchie said how much he has really just matured early on in the season.
Well, that's just one of the things about being a good basketball player is when you learn to let the game come to you, it makes you so much better and so much smoother.
O'Dowd playing some good defense. Chappelle with a missed layup, and here comes O'Dowd. That's Elijah Hardy at the point, number 2. O'Dowd's in white, Capital Christian in blue.
They're playing a 5-out motion offense. There's a shuffle cut, double screen for the shooter, illegal screen.
Moving those feet, Coach, but sometimes that's not the fault of the screener. It's more of the screenee.
Yeah, sometimes, it's just a little bit too much shoulder dipping and stuff like that, wanting to get that screen in there. You're supposed to set a screen, so you're bound and determined to set a screen, and sometimes it's just not there.
Chappelle with the ball. Over to Barrows, he drives, kick out. Nice sharing of the ball by Capital Christian. And Micah Filer with the 3.
Yeah, nice penetration kick. Got the wide open 3 on the right, deep in the left corner.
Too easy for Inico McNeil. That's not stopping the dribble penetration,
dribble
Coach.
Penetration, so hard to guard. So hard to guard.
And as we mentioned, Hardy and Gaskin, both were on the state title team. Didn't play much, but they learned how to play Bishop O'Dowd basketball. 10 on the shot clock. Chappelle with the drive, kick out to Barrows, and that's a 3.
Another nice 3-pointer created by the penetration and the kick.
So often that just makes that shot, looking for that better shot, that much easier. Good ball movement by the Dragons. And we got a reach-in foul called on the floor. The dribble penetration, as you said, Coach, and then the easy 3.
Jones on the hold when he dribble penetrated.
Can't play defense with your hands. Got to move the feet. Or you'll be, what, Coach, taking a seat?
Well, that or putting the other team in the free throw line for sure eventually.
Little 4-footer for Chavron, doesn't fall. Chappelle on the drive. Gets his own rebound.
Whoa!
And then we've got a clear out underneath the basket.
Frustration foul.
That's not going next play. That's keeping the play and remembering the last play and not moving on. And
Zachary Chappelle pulled him down on that one when he missed his layup. And they had a nice Euro step to get in there and get the shot off. Missed it.
Averaged almost 15 points a game last year as a junior, at 24 last Saturday against Rancho Christian, who had 2 twin towers. Hard to stop. Easy drive once again for McNeil, his second basket. That's Trey Jones with the basketball. Average nearly 8 points a game as a sophomore. Barrows, good. Little fadeaway, Coach.
Nice 1 or 2 dribble to the baseline, stop and pop.
Kind of a lost art in today's basketball with the 3s and the 3s and the 3s.
Absolutely, it's the shot you have to make.
And here's
there it is right there.
Stop on a dime.
Like a lot of right-handers, they like to dribble left and pull up and shoot. It's easy to get yourself balanced. That's the key on getting off those shots, is to jump, stop, and get your balance. Pressure
in the backcourt for Bishop O'Dowd.
Good no call by the ref.
Yes, keeping that whistle in his pocket. Chappelle with the 3. Capital Christian with the early 4-point lead. I'm Chris Babcock. You're watching the inaugural Gary Porter Showcase on NorCal Sports TV. And we got a foul.
Both teams playing hard, fast-paced, exciting to watch for sure.
And sharing the basketball. Coach Woolman, appreciate all the coaches taking the time this week and their busy schedules to help us prep for this game. Chavron can get the little 8-footer to fall. Here comes Capital Christian once again. And Chappelle, I imagine I'll see a timeout here pretty quickly.
I think he likes that shot.
And we got a foul.
He likes that shot. Is that 3 he's made? I believe he has. 2 on that side and 1 over here. 2 on the left and 1 on the right, both all in the corner.
Yep.
That's where 3-point shooters can get open.
Without hesitation.
Run down to the corner and get out of the sight of the defense.
It's like there's a little mark on the ground, but this isn't the home court for him, but he's playing like it is.
Well, he went over there and marked it.
Elijah Hardy Had 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And most importantly, Coach, 6 for 6 from the free throw line in their win against Fairfax. This is the 4th game of our inaugural Coach Gary Porter Showcase. Jones misses, but Chappelle skies above the rim with the soft finish.
That's what you call a soft putback dunk.
Oh,
my goodness.
Jones.
That was nice.
Chappelle again.
Assist on that. He throw it up off the backboard and miss, and to get the rebound to score, he give him an assist.
Capital Christian playing with a lot of passion, a lot of energy, much more than O'Dowd is right now. Jones on the attack, and then who's with the trail?
That's what I call his assist right there. He just threw it up there so the other guy could score. Little shake behind the back and full court transition. Put it off the backboard. That's like an alley-oop dunk, but it's not a dunk. It's just for a rebound to score. Three-pointer.
Hardy, the left-hander.
Elijah Hardy.
4-year varsity player. You know, now the type of program, they'll have players that are going on to the next level, but they'll also have younger players that they're growing and building with. Nice opportunity by Micah Filer with his 2nd basket of the game on the offensive rebound. O'Dowd kind of getting beat at every facet of the game. A couple of putbacks or a couple examples. Nice drive. And Hardy once again smooth. Filer. He misses.
He made that one, I was going to say.
But effort on the offensive boards, Rick Barrows.
This high-packed energy right now, if they keep this up for 4 quarters, this can be a very, very, very entertaining basketball game.
And here's that soft finish. Barrows at the line makes the first one. Well, and we talked about with Coach Ritchie, the key to the season is that they're going to live or die by the rebounds. And on the defensive boards, they're not doing a very good job. Capital Christian is capitalizing, literally.
Yeah. And it's not like anybody out there of any exceptional size. It's just who wants to go get it and who wants to box out. There's an easy one.
Yeah, good.
That'll break the press.
Simple pass. Luke Ionen with the layup. Chappelle misses the 3. Rebound, here comes Hardy. And the layup the other way for the Dragons. That's where their defense gets an easy shot for the offense, Coach.
Long 3, long rebound. Came out to the guard, 19 feet from the hoop, and he just went ahead and took it down and got a layup. Nice little spurt by O'Dowd to get back in here.
Most certainly.
They were down by about 9 a minute ago, now only going to be about 3.
And we got to travel. Hardy with a little 12-footer, just smooth. And I'm going to say that a lot tonight. Well, there you might want to consider taking it yourself. Because you might, I always like to say, you got to consider your audience. You're throwing a tough pass for an exceptional athlete to catch, and maybe that wasn't the situation right there, Coach.
A little bit hard on the pass on those. That's what happens when you see an open player. They don't realize that that's coming pretty fast from a guy about 12 feet away from you.
Yes. Another offensive rebound for Capital Christian. Evan Johnson on the boards. And he'll get a couple of free throws fouled off the tip.
We'll try to watch it a little bit closer here during the action to see if O'Dowd's getting any bodies on these guys, or the ball's just taking some weird bounces, but they are not doing very well on the boards right now.
What's the rule, Coach? Block out with space, right?
Go get him.
And they'll call you for using any of your lower half on a foul. I've never seen that. They always call you an elbow or over the back, but never for getting somebody low and using your position. Shot clock will be off after this free throw. And that time got some space as Brendan Patrick coming off the bench with the defensive rebound. Hardy just crossed half court. O'Dowd playing for one shot. They looked as if they wanted to go in attack mode, but showed patience. Gaskin dribbles it out of bounds. Final seconds of the quarter. And that one goes a little long.
Another high-paced scoring first quarter. Every game's been 20s and almost 30s by some teams.
Fit Pro Go, most delicious shake ever. Place your order today at fitprousa.com. Use coupon code PORTER to get a $10 discount off your first case. You got 12 bottles in the case delivered to your house for less than $1 a bottle. Normally, these will retail for more than $4 a bottle. Who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game? Fit Pro Go, made from real California milk. The Gary Porter Showcase is brought to you by American Asphalt, taking care of business. Meeting rooms on demand, great value and rates in the Bay Area, Fresno, and coming soon to Modesto. Urban Garden Studio, bringing the outdoors inside. Terrapelli Design, your source for graphic design. Elijah Hardy has 8 points to lead Bishop O'Dowd. Zachary Chappelle has 10, and Rick Barros has 7.
Bishop O'Dowd starting out in a 1-3-1 zone.
An alley, but no oop, but he's fouled.
The oop was when he hit the floor.
Yes.
But Bishop O'Dowd came out in a 1-3-1 zone.
Little sneaky backdoor.
Rick Burns snuck in behind, or Barrows got in behind there through the alley-oop, and he caught it, didn't quite complete it, but got fouled.
But Capital Christian, not to be redundant, it's not capitalizing at the free throw line. Splits the free throws. That's Elijah Hardy with the ball. Cross-court pass to Gaskin. And I think we've got a foul on the floor. Little reach in on Trey Jones. And Nico McNeil to Hardy. No really room to throw, and credit Capital Christian of cutting off those driving lanes, Coach.
Yeah, well, they were lucky they didn't turn that one over. He drove baseline, jumped in the air, threw it back across his body. Capital Christian knocked it out of bounds. So.
Good ball movement by O'Dowd. Then a sloppy pass that Patrick gets. Shot clock at 5. A Purvis short shot, aging myself, misses off the rim by Gaskin, and that ball out of bounds will go to Bishop O'Dowd with a new shot clock. And Nico McNeil checks back into the game. Capital Christian still in his own, Coach.
Yeah, it basically looks like a basic 2-3 zone.
McNeil with the offensive rebound. And a blocked shot by Chappelle. Barrows goes the other way. That's an air ball.
I think he'll tell you that was a pass.
Filer with the catch of the air ball. and he's back into the offense.
Ball pick.
Chappelle with the running one-hander.
Tough shot, tough shot.
Difficulty on that one. Ross Williams with the three. And O'Dowd.
Point in the corner by O'Dowd to get him right back in it.
O'Dowd within two. Capital Christian got off to a fast start, but credit Bishop O'Dowd for battling back. Baseline drive, and we got a reach in. And Williams, and count it. Pretty simple offense.
It's Evan Johnson at the line for two.
Yeah.
Misses the front end.
That's maybe the second or third time that they've missed the front end of a two-shot free throw. And they're costly when you don't make them when they're free. Appreciate you all streaming in here on NorCal Sports TV. And that ball is deflected out of bounds, and Capital Christian will get it off the missed free throw. Gaskin with the rebound, and he's fouled in the backcourt by Preston Hall. O'Dowd showing a lot of patience against this zone. Barros with the reach in.
Posted up a 6'0" Patrick, threw it inside, drew the foul.
Yep.
Simple. So you throw it inside, even if you're not big. You just throw it inside, maybe get a foul. Plus, when it goes inside, everybody tends to look at the ball, and if your guard's cut, you're going to be wide open.
Or if you reset, you're open for a three. Patrick at the line. Makes the first. O'Dowd was very proficient last week from the free throw line, and honestly I think that's really what won the game for them, making a lot of key free throws. Patrick makes both, and we're tied at 24 here. Capital Christian basically led the whole game. Another offensive rebound for Capital Christian. That shot doesn't go, and the Dragons are on the run. Hardy controls the basketball. Wow, pass, intercepted. Chappelle saves it under his own basket. Barrows, Chappelle, reset after the hustle, coach, and is awarded.
That was one heck of a save. They kicked it out, passed it around, you got it back for a three.
Showing a lot of athleticism and effort.
Deep in the left corner.
Williams again. Ross Williams, senior guard, second three of the night. And we're tied at 27. And timeout, Capital Christian. Fit Pro Go, most delicious shake ever. Who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game? Right now, place your order online at Fit Pro USA. Use coupon code Porter. We're at the Coach Gary Porter Showcase. Get $10 off your first case, 12 bottles in a case delivered to your house for less than $1 a bottle. Fit Pro Go, made from real California milk. So earlier today, Christian Brothers beat West of Tracy 72-62. Weston Ranch beat Fresno 92-79. And then Lincoln beat Buchanan 85-71.
Three good ball games earlier, and we got another good one here tonight in the fourth game of the day.
Capital Christian, 4 of 8 from the free throw line, Coach. Filer with the 3. I imagine they're shooting a higher percentage from the three-point arc than they are from the free throw line.
Well, I tell you what, they may not be making their free throws that well, but I think that's at least their 5th three-point. For sure their 5th, if not 6th.
Nice pass in the finish. Brendan Patrick.
Handy on the assist.
Hardy
on the
distributing the basketball. You've got to defend him. So that's where he's making those around him better, Coach.
Absolutely. Dribble penetration and dish.
Barros with the drive, a 14-footer. No good. And Gaskin going high above the rim. And the officials conferring to get the play right.
That was over the back on the rebound.
Gaskin got positioned then.
Yeah.
Can he get up, Coach? He jumped up there and
he got fouled so much they actually held him up.
Yeah.
It looked like he was going to get undercut.
It looked like a rough landing, but he recovered.
And another guy came in to go after it, and then he ended up being held up.
That was the last basket by O'Dowd with Hardy.
Getting the assist on the nice penetration.
Yep. Gaskin at the line, shooting 1-on-1. We're proud to bring you the inaugural Coach Gary Porter Showcase, sponsored by Modesto Christian High School and NorCal Sports TV. This event is to honor one of the best coaches in the history of Northern California high school basketball. O'Dowd makes both free throws, and they've taken their first lead of the game. Now, on the other hand, O'Dowd's 4 for 4 from the free throw line. The spin cycle turnaround jumper doesn't go, but Jones draws the foul. Love that spin cycle move, Coach.
Yeah, when it works.
But then he was bailed out.
Well, Bishop Dow doing a better job of rebounding the first half of this second quarter. That's why they're getting back to where they're at right now.
And Capital Christian continues to struggle from the free throw line. They're now 4 of 10. No sweat there for Elijah Hardy. Barrels back rim. Gaskin goes high with the rebound. The Dragons are off in the run. That's pretty easy coast to coast, huh, Coach?
Yeah, he made it look easy.
And we've got a timeout. Capital Christian as O'Dowd takes a 4-point lead from point A to point B pretty fast.
Well, when Capital Christians crashing the boards like that, if they don't get it, they got nobody back on defense, or not enough back on defense.
American Asphalt has been serving Northern California for over 30 years. If you need help with your shopping center, commercial property, homeowner association, or special project, American Asphalt is the company to partner with. Please call 800-541-5559, 800-541-5559, or reach us at AmericanAsphalt.com. American Asphalt, taking care of business. Both these teams have very good schedules, playing a lot of tough teams, will certainly be battle-tested as Filer misses the three and the ball goes out of bounds to the Dragons. Up next for Bishop O'Dowd, they'll be, wouldn't you like to go to this tournament? Iolani Classic in Hawaii.
Well, absolutely. I had to teach and work for about 15 years before I got to take my wife to Hawaii, and these guys are going and they're still in high school.
That shot doesn't fall. The offensive rebound doesn't go.
Yeah, see, Bishop O'Dowd starting to win the rebound battle this quarter.
Yeah, Brendan Patrick gets the loose ball, and O'Dowd will work the basket. And then
Williams.
Yeah, Ross Williams with his third basket. Right at halftime, we'll have an interview with Bishop O'Dowd coach Lou Ritchie. Hardy with the boards, and he'll push it. Nice pass. Patrick can't finish. And they'll go the other way. And why is he so good? That little sequence of pushing the ball, coach, and sharing the basketball. There's Williams' three. I believe his third three of the game.
I think it is three. Often about the same spot, too. Or at least two of them are over there for sure.
And Capital Christian will get to the free throw line. Rick Barros. And he makes the first. He averaged nearly 9 points a game as a junior. Will Chavron will check in. And O'Dowd has most of their starters back on the court. The only the only non-starter out there is Jelani Warren. Simple press break. Gaskin, and he'll get called for be the benefit of a reach-in call here. Little ball fake and the reach in, and he'll go to the free throw line.
It's hard not to try to block that shot, but he's traveling. He's going hard. He has to shoot it with his left hand.
Gaskin had 20 points, was 6 of 7 from the free throw line in their win against Fairfax last Saturday. Splits of free throws. O'Dowd now up 6. And we got a block on Nassim Gaskin.
They look a lot more effective to me when Chappelle's in a corner and somebody else is penetrating and kicking it to him instead of him out there having to create.
Yeah, he moves well without the basketball.
And he can create, but the key is that now he's creating and he's dishing it to somebody else, and it appears to me he's the best three-point shooter they have.
Makes both free throws.
Get that free throw percentage up to 50%, huh? Or slightly above, one or the other.
Gaskin. Heartbreak Hotel.
They get another offensive
O'Dowd,
board.
exactly,
O'Dowd's dominating the boards this quarter. I mean, it's not even close. That's at least their fourth offensive rebound, and they've given Capital Christian very few second shots.
And the key is showing the patience of resetting your offense. Potsy Weber bounces over the backboard. And that wasn't Potsy Weber that shot the ball. I'm aging myself. That was Ross Williams.
That's all right.
With the hard miss and the old bounce over the backboard. 39-35. Last moments of the second quarter. Long throw, and it goes out of bounds. And we've got a foul. And that's an athlete going up over that, almost said going after that football, but
it's not a call you like, but it's a good call. I mean, he got fouled. It's so interesting to me how people say, well, the ref shouldn't decide the game, or they shouldn't call a call with 0.2 seconds to go or whatever. The game starts when the ball goes up, and it ends when the horn goes off, and anything that happens between that time should be called.
A foul
is a foul. And he got fouled.
I was talking with this crew before the game, and they were talking about
should be about 0.2 of a second. They're putting 0.5 of a second back on the clock. They should never change the way they officiate the game.
Yeah. But I liked how the crew was talking about things, communicating, and I've got this, and C has this, and B official has this, and A has this, and I don't think people understand how much effort, planning, and passion that the referees have for doing what they do. They love the game. That's why they're out here. Oh, near miss at the end of the half.
I wonder if they'd have counted it.
That was a long half a second.
Absolutely.
Well, Bishop O'Dowd outscores Capital Christian 21-12 in the second quarter to lead Capital Christian 40-35. And our Daniel Bereal's going to have Bishop O'Dowd coach Lou Ritchie. And we'll go to them and for halftime.
Thank you, Chris. I'm Daniel. I'm here with Coach Ritchie. Coach, you guys made a little run at the end of the first half. What was the key to making that run?
We were having some problem guarding the man-to-man off their high pick and roll, so we made an adjustment of just going to a 1-2-2 and guarding people. They do a lot less movement when they're not, playing against man-to-man.
Now Elijah Hardy has 2 personal fouls. How can this foul trouble affect you guys in the second half?
Well, if he gets a third one, a fourth one, that definitely is going to, hamper how much time he's going to play. But we feel confident that Elijah can play with fouls and make the right decisions. He's having a great offensive game, and if him and Seam can rebound, right, Lena? If Seam can rebound, we got a chance.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you in the second half. All right, thank you. Back to you, Chris.
Thanks, Daniel. Coach Ritchie, one of our favorites. We've got another Bishop O'Dowd game on the schedule. Well, they'll be playing against San Leandro. The Coach Gary Porter Showcase is brought to you by Fit Pro Go. Most delicious shake ever made from real California milk. American Asphalt, taking care of business. Meeting rooms on demand, great value and rates in the Bay Area, Fresno, and coming soon to Modesto. Urban Garden Studio, bringing the outdoors inside. Terrapelli Design, your source for graphic design. Modesto Christian High School, thanks to the Modesto Christian High School coach Bryce Fantasia, Jan Taylor, and athletic director Rob Spence for their partnership in the inaugural Coach Gary Porter Showcase. Well, once again, I want to talk to you about our second annual, not our inaugural, our second annual All NorCal Games is scheduled for April 1st, 2018. The largest all-star event on the West Coast will again feature SAC versus Bay Area and South versus Central Valley All-Star Games for both girls and boys, class of 2018. This year's event will also include an 8th grade all-star game. Coaches, athletic directors, and members of the media can nominate players for this event until the deadline on December 21st, which is coming up. Send those to www.norcalsportstv.com/ANG to make their nominations for the 2018 event. You want me to... And before the end of halftime, we'll have our interviews from our third game where Lincoln beat Buchanan 85-71. And we'll have those right before the end of halftime. We're going to take a brief audio break. You're streaming in to NorCal Sports TV. I'm Chris Babcock. We'll take a brief audio break, and we'll be right back.
Conor McGill live from the press conference room here at Modesto Christian. We're with Lincoln head coach Gary Greeno, Andre Kelly, and Ezekiel Holman. Coach, you guys were down 35-37 at half. What was the message during that time, and what did it take to really turn things around in that second half?
Well, we knew we weren't playing to what we're capable of, and so at halftime we just kind of regrouped and said we got to get the ball inside to the post to Andre, and he'd just kick it out on the double team and trust his teammates, and came out in the second half and did that on the first play.
Andre, what was it really like during that time? You put up 26 points tonight. What did it take to really hook up the chemistry with the players and get some points on the board for your team in that second half?
Well, I was with Coach telling me to get in the post. They couldn't really. When I was in the post, really opening. When I was in the post, really opening everything up. They were coming in, and then I kick it out to my teammates, and then it kind of made them space the floor a little more. So when I got the ball in the post, the next couple of possessions, I was able to make a move and score. And then outside, my teammates were finding me. I was getting some open looks from behind the arc, and I was fortunate to knock them down.
Ezekiel, you had a double-double in tonight's game. How important is your all-around game to the team?
It's pretty important. I try to do a lot of stuff on the. It's pretty important. I try to do a lot of stuff on the court, help us win the game as much as possible.
Andre, you're in your senior season. You've had a great career thus far. What is your goal?
We have some huge goals this year. Me being seniors, and we have a lot of core returners. So I think we're really trying to go deep in playoffs. Win state, that's our ultimate goal. But we have a lot of smaller goals on the way there. Win league, and things like that. So,
what improvements are you looking to make this season?
Individually or as a team. Individually. Individually.
We're back, and all of those post-game interviews that we have will be posted on our Twitter page at NorCal SportsTV. O'Dowd leads 40-35 to start the second half. Gaskin misses. Elijah Hardy has 10 points to lead Bishop O'Dowd, and Chappelle with 15 now has 17 to lead Capital Christian. Barros has 11 points as well for Capital Christian. Ross Williams with his 10th and 11th point of the game with the gimme from the key. Capital Christian led 23-19, but O'Dowd outscored them 21-17 to start or in the second quarter. Gaskin with the miss. Here comes the Cougars, and Barros knew what and you see that so often. He knows what he's going to do, but it's like catching running before you catch the ball in football.
Got my mic off. He got out there in that corner.
Well, that should
he stepped out of bounds.
That should be a sign if your mic's off. Just kidding, Coach.
You can't hear me if I got my mic off.
Naseem Gaskin.
I don't know how many times my wife wish she could turn my mic off.
Well, she's the boss of all of us, so that's okay. Chappelle to Jones. Dribbles right through the defense with the layup. Too easy, Coach.
Dribble penetration to his strong hand. No help. They spread out the floor, opened up the floor for him.
Another easy layup. Nico McNeil. That one will frustrate the O'Dowd coaching staff. Well, Gaskin had position. I get it. But, boy, that nice head snap and the reaction is...
He made it look like he just got beat up.
That's what we'll call gamesmanship.
Absolutely. Stick your arm out and then go, oh, my God.
And the neck just flail back like you just got hit by a car. I love it.
Well, they got a good drama program at O'Dowd.
Oh, they've got a lot of great things at O'Dowd.
He's probably taking that class.
Gaskin posted up underneath with the one-hander, doesn't fall. Capital Christian does a good job of blocking out, and they'll try to push. Alley with an oop. Evan Johnson, the beneficiary of good hustle by Capital Christian.
Oh, my Lord. He gave him the and one.
No.
Welcome to the NBA.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Here we go. Let's see if we can see it.
There's the reach in.
He was out there. He had to take 2 more steps to get there.
Well, McNeil didn't stop. He continued to push forward. O'Dowd was 6 for 8 in the first half with free throws. Capital Christian was 10 of 16. At one time, they were 4 of 8, so they've done a much better job from the charity stripe. Barrows looked like he had an easy layup. He got chicken stripped. Here come the Dragons. Ross Williams with another basket. I believe that's 13 points for him. And O'Dowd's starting to ratchet up the pressure. And as soon as I say that, easy layup.
Reverse layup.
Preston Hall with that basket.
Preston Hall.
Stops on a dime. That 3 goes long. Bad pass. And Hardy with the 2-handed dunk. You can't throw long, lofty, gravy dripping off the ball passes against an athletic team, Coach. What's going to happen there?
They're going to steal it and go down and dunk it on you. We just saw it.
Exactly. Baseline drive. Barrow's doing it all on his own. Once, twice, 3 times a lady. And it's good for the old-fashioned 3. The little engine that could. The train going down the tracks, going up the hill. Once, twice, stayed with it.
Barrow stayed with that one. He worked hard to get that one.
Yes, he did. And there's the full court pass, and Hardy with the dunk. A dunk, but not like I'm going to rip my hands off dunk. I like that, with touch and class. Barrow's working hard, the one shot.
The battle. Building up his offensive rebounds.
Yes, sir. 3 rebounds in the first half. And he makes the free throws. 52-46. Capital Christian trails.
That's his spot over
Chappelle
there.
misses. He's run a little cold, Coach.
That one's a little bit short. Didn't get his legs in it.
Reach in, not call, ball out of bounds. And that's one where the official, did they take the ball? No. Reached in. Not going to call that.
As long as they get the ball back. He actually hit the ball first and knocked it out of bounds, and then there was contact after that.
O'Dowd, preseason, coming into the preseason, ranked in the top 10 in the state. Patrick misses the layup. The lead continues to be 6. Chappelle hasn't made the threes. This time drives, and he's fouled. So I'm not making my threes. What do you do, Coach?
You take it to the rack and draw fouls.
And that's what happened there.
Get 2 free ones.
Get a couple of free throws. Chappelle had 15 points in the first half. Makes the back end of the 2 free throws, and Capital Christian will put on the press. O'Dowd shares the basketball, not threatened much, and we've got a foul on number 4, Trey Jones. Playing defense with his hands, not moving his feet.
Actually, we did move his feet, and he just tripped him.
Did you get him with a side of knee?
They got their feet tangled up.
8-footer goes off the front rim. Chappelle with the rebound. Capital Christian in transition. O'Dowd gets back on defense. Jones in the corner. Highly contested 3. Gaskin with the board. Got to stop his dribble, or that's the result, Coach. Timeout, Capital Christian.
Tough three-point shot taken. Breakaway, or not actually a breakaway, just a big-time layup at the other end.
Well, you can't let somebody just dribble the length of the court. Somebody's going to stop him, right, Coach?
Hesitation, euroed around him.
And
nice
little swervy-dervy with the hips. Fit Pro Go, most delicious shake ever. Place your order today at fitprousa.com. Use coupon code Porter. We're at the Coach Gary Porter Showcase. There's a purpose to that. They want to sell product. It's a great product, not fully out in retail. It will be next year. Get your case. Get $10 off your first case. 12 bottles in a case delivered to your door for less than $1 a bottle. Fit Pro Go, made from real California milk. Who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game? Off the timeout. Always interesting to see what teams do off the timeout, Coach, what adjustments were made. Barrows playing well without the basketball.
Good patience by Christian that time, Capital Christian. Fought off the pressure, penetrated, and dropped it off for a layup.
And I guess as a coach, you call a timeout. You'd like to see him score after you call a timeout. Make it a worthy timeout.
I don't care when they score, as long as they score after a timeout, before a timeout, preferably both. Oh, nice steal. Anticipated it.
Turnover by Bishop O'Dowd, and
tell you what,
Preston Hall will go to the line.
This game's back and forth. It's going to go down to the wire.
Our next game, Modesto Christian against St. Francis. And St. Francis, both those programs, high-quality programs, consistently in the state playoffs. And we're really looking forward to that game. Ryan Berry checks in, as well as Hunter Powell for Capital Christian. Brendan Patrick, who's got a lot of playing time, checks in for Nico McNeil.
Be interesting to see how this last minute goes, as both Burrows and Chappelle are out of the ball game. The two most aggressive, assertive players for Capital Christian.
Capital Christian getting to the free throw line. They're 12 of 19, and Bishop O'Dowd is 7 of 10. Want to appreciate our statistician, Jeremy Hurtado, for helping us out in all of these games and keeping you guys informed.
Strong penetration and draw foul, but it was on the floor, no shot.
Real Chavrin going to the basket with the 3. Front rim. Patrick with the rebound. And Williams, the wiry point guard, with the offensive rebound and the putback. And here's our instant replay. Not after we've looked at it, not after we've shown the crowd. When it says instant, that's what we mean. Instant replay. That's your son. That's your son that doesn't coach basketball. Working the board.
I know that. Well, he actually coached with me for a while.
I know.
But he was smart like me and decided to do something else. I retired, and he's doing NorCal sports.
And we've got a foul underneath the basket. And this will be called on Elijah Hardy.
When you said instant, I was going to say, I remember when I was growing up, people used to drink instant coffee.
Yes, nasty.
Yeah, well, I never drank coffee at all, but I guess it was instant. All you had to do was put hot water in it and stir it.
Yeah.
But still, you had to stir it. That's not instant. You should call it stirred coffee.
Chappelle
stirred it up a three-pointer. Instant three by Chappelle.
Getting back on track offensively, and Capital Christian lose of then
where
one.
It came from, but it's back to 1 point ball game. Keep talking about coffee.
Hardy, nice entry pass into the post, and Will Chavron with the finish. I love that entry pass, Coach. Nice, easy bounce pass, easily caught and easily executed.
Oh, he can't pass that one up. No, and then he looks at their bench and says, yes.
Preston Hall for three.
57 all.
And we're tied. O'Dowd will play for the last shot. Gaskin. Little hesitation, ball stolen. Here comes Capital Christian. And the running one-hander doesn't go.
Foul.
But he is fouled.
This is my fourth game of the day, and I've yet to see a single team do the correct thing for going for the last shot. There's the pass in the post. Nice play.
Yes, Gaskin doing a good job pushing that basketball.
They're supposed to go for the last shot to make it no worse than tied, and he goes in with 10 seconds to go and turns it over and lets them go down and draw a foul, and now they're going up by either one or two. I'm not sure what part of the last shot the young people don't understand anymore.
Chabelle makes both free throws, and Capital Christian does a great job. They pull ahead after trailing by 5 at half. Now lead 59-57 over Bishop O'Dowd. There's the steal. And Chappelle with the drive and the foul. The Gary Porter Showcase is brought to you by Fit Pro Go. Most delicious shake ever. American Asphalt, taking care of business. Meeting rooms on demand, great value and rates in the Bay Area, Fresno, and coming soon to Modesto. Urban Garden Studio, bringing the outdoors inside. Terrapelli Design, your source for graphic design. As the official comes over and interrupts us, but we're not going to interrupt him, are we? No, sir. Third quarter. Ross Williams has 15 for O'Dowd. Hardy with 12, Gaskin with 10. Chappelle has 23. And Barros with 16. Start of the fourth quarter, you're watching NorCal Sports TV, the inaugural Coach Gary Porter Showcase from Modesto Christian. Nice hesitation move by Barros, and he's fouled, and he'll get a couple of free throws. Little dead leg there, Coach, on the off the wing.
Right back to the inbounds, man. Goes in the air, hangs, double pumps. Guy tries to go to block the shot, draw the foul. The ability to get up in the air and hesitate with the ball, move it around a little bit, wait till the defender decides what he wants to do, separates the player to a certain level.
Barros makes both free throws. He now has 18. And Capital Christian's up by 4. Timeout. Lou Ritchie and the Bishop O'Dowd Dragons. It looks like O'Dowd's kind of hit a lull spot, Coach.
Well, Capital Christian zone, when they get in the half court, they struggle. I mean, their game is to get it and go full court and make a layup in transition, and now they got to run a half-court offense.
Fit Pro Go, most delicious shake ever. Get $10 off your first case Put your order right now at fitprousa.com. Use the coupon code Porter to get $10 off your first case, 12 bottles in a case. Get it delivered to your house for less than $1 a bottle. Fit Pro Go, made from real California milk. Just a big differential of free throws. O'Dowd, 6 of 9. Capital Christian, 18 of 25 from the free throw line.
Well, they're getting to the free throw line. They got those too strong.
Javron struggling from the floor tonight. Hardy drives, kicks to Williams, and he has another three. Ross Williams.
Barros and Chappelle are just so strong. They can shoot. Obviously, Chappelle can shoot the three, but they take it to the rack and can draw fouls.
1 point ball game. Nice patience by the Cougars.
High ball pick coming up.
Tough pass to try to throw that by Elijah Hardy.
Good no kick call. Throw it off his leg.
Deflected out of bounds.
Went off the player's knee, so it's not really a kick. Much to my chagrin, I have to say the referees are doing a pretty good job tonight.
Filer with the miss. And Hardy with the make. O'Dowd takes back the lead. Chappelle loses the basketball. Williams with the steal.
Tried to go behind his back in traffic. It backfired. He lost control of the ball. Going a 1-4 flat look to start with. O'Dowd's running something here.
Ball out of bounds. Will go to the Dragons. Well, actually, we'll go to Capital Christian. Turnover, Bishop O'Dowd. They lead by 1. You're watching NorCal Sports TV. I'm Chris Babcock with longtime junior college head coach Denny Aye from Modesto Christian.
This is a good one. This one's going to go down the wire. Hopefully you'll be here to see the whole game. If not, watch it later.
Chappelle.
Oh, yeah.
Bingo. Shooting in rhythm.
He can shoot for sure.
Yeah. Shooting in rhythm. Smooth. Williams.
Our followers would have known better what that was about if they'd have seen you dance on that when you said shooting in rhythm, but they couldn't see that. So
that'd be a lot of ugly shaking. Hardy with the miss. Capital Christian with the rebound. And
one.
Preston Hall with the layup without hesitation. And as Coach I said, and one. Jones.
For it in his feet. He might have been ready for it with his head or his hands, but he wasn't ready with his feet. He wasn't strong enough. As a travel.
Gaskin walk. Layup. McNeil. Couple of big baskets for him in the second half. 75-70, Bishop O'Dowd. Chappelle from downtown, no good. Chavron with the rebound. And we've got a foul. And William Chavron will go to the free throw line. For the 1-and-1. Makes the first. Had a big basket under earlier in the fourth quarter that really kind of got O'Dowd going, and then Hardy's 2 threes kind of made the difference in the ball game for Bishop O'Dowd, Coach.
Absolutely. Hardy made those 2 clutch threes. The second one, especially, the clock was winding down. He was closely guarded. The shot, it was about 2 seconds to go on the shot clock.
One was a long-distance phone call 3 by Hardy.
Yeah, it sure was. And he did nothing but net on it.
Capital Christian led 23-19. And then O'Dowd was up 40-35 at half. Then Capital Christian was ahead in the third quarter, 59-57. O'Dowd got back the lead with 6 minutes and 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter, 62-61, and now lead 76-70.
It's pretty much everything we expected, a back-and-forth ball game by 2 very good basketball teams.
Most certainly.
Seems like Bishop O'Dowd just seemed to get the points at the end when they needed them.
And Capital Christian, if they don't come back to win this game, there's no shame of them being 0-2 against the 2 very high-quality opponents in Rancho Christian and Bishop O'Dowd that they've opened their season with. Next up for Chavron with the free throw. They'll be playing in the Jesuit tournament. Jones with the basketball. The long distance 3. And Gaskin with the rebound, and he's fouled and he'll go to the free throw line. Nassim Gaskin going to University of Utah. 4-year varsity player. And I talked to Coach Ritchie about those long-term plans when you've got Ivan Rabb and Paris and the guys that they had on that state title team. And then you have these, were at the time 2 freshmen, and them earning their ways in their Bishop O'Dowd Dragon way of basketball life. And now we're Pac-12 basketball players.
Well, it definitely pays off when you got young men like that are part of the program for 4 years.
And buying in.
Yeah,
buying into
being
that.
there and seeing what it takes to be a winner and to see what it takes to win championships.
Coach Woolman with the timeout after the made 3.
The physical and mental maturity that they go through to allow them to be the type of players they are. And will continue to get better.
And both these teams are. They're both going to play deep into May and be very successful in conference play as well. And
I know you meant March, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. It starts with the letter M.
Yes.
Just in case some of the young
deep into
some
May.
of the young listeners are
Our
listening.
All-Star game's in April,
Yeah.
so they'll,
In case some of
get
the
it.
young people listening go, Mom, I got to wait till May to see these guys play for the
Yeah.
championship.
Thanks, Coach. I
That's
needed
all right.
that.
We'll give you a little help.
We are proud to bring the inaugural Coach Gary Porter Showcase, sponsored by Modesto Christian High School and NorCal Sports TV. This event is one of the best, to honor one of the best coaches in the history of Northern California high school basketball, Coach Gary Porter. And we'll have his former team up next as Modesto Christian hosts St. Francis of Mountain View, plays in the WCAL. Ball tipped out of bounds. Half a second clicks off the clock. And we apologize for any technical difficulties, as I believe the internet here at Modesto Christian might have reset during our game. We'll bring it back to you and have it the full replay later on NorCal Sports TV if there was .com. If there was anything that you missed along the way. Gaskin misses that free throw. Missed a couple of free throws today, but he didn't last Saturday against Fairfax. He was 6 of 7. And he makes that one. Bishop O'Dowd moves to 2-0 in the season with the 80-73 victory over Capital Christian. And we will have our Fit Pro Go player of the game after the teams shake hands. Good basketball game here at Modesto Christian. And appreciate all of you streaming in on NorCal Sports TV. As St. Francis and Modesto Christian take the floor for our ball game that's coming up. And now we will go to Rianna Dizon, who has our player of the game.
Thank you, Chris. Rianna Dizon here with Fit Pro Go player of the game, Elijah Hardy, with 20 points and an 80-73 win over Capital Christian at the inaugural Coach Gary Porter Showcase. Wow, what an intense game. Back and forth in the last half. How do you keep yourself and your team composed under pressure?
That's just things we do in practice. We work on overcoming adversity, and I feel like we just play hard together, and when you're together, you can do anything.
At the end of the third quarter, I overheard your coach, Lou, say to you, Elijah, no home run plays. What does that mean?
That means he just doesn't want me to go take the risky passes. He wants me to make the simple plays. My bad. He wants me to make the simple plays, and that's what we did at the end to win.
What kind of confidence does this win give you and your team going forward?
We just take one game at a time. We're just trying to win game by game. It gives us a lot of confidence, though, that we can be the best in NorCal if we put our minds to it.
Thank you for your time. Good luck. Back to you, Chris.
Thanks, Rianna. Elijah Hardy is our Fit Pro player of the game with his 20 points in the 80-73 win over Capital Christian in the inaugural Coach Gary Porter Showcase. Scoring for Bishop O'Dowd, Elijah Hardy with 20, Williams with 18, McNeil with 12, Gaskins with 13 for Capital Christian, who was 22 of 29 from the free throw line. Chappelle with 28, Barrows with 18, Filer with 10, and Hall with 10. From Modesto Christian High School, where Bishop O'Dowd beat Capital Christian 80-73 to win this Coach Gary Porter Showcase matchup. You've been watching NorCal Sports TV. Thanks to our crew, Rick Stewart, Gray Korupat, Chris Black, Conor McGill, Denny Aye, Denny Aye, Joseph Yanez, Rianna Dizon, and Jeremy Hurtado. I'm Chris Babcock here in Modesto. Good night, and thanks for being on the show.